2 episodes in and I'm still confused. So WandaVision is currently streaming on Disney+. The first 2 episodes are out right now on Disney+. Go out there, you can watch it, you can experience it, and you'll probably be just as confused as I am. But it's a good kind of confused. So WandaVision is the next phase in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Can we really call it the Marvel Cinematic Universe now that it's a TV series? So these 2 episodes of WandaVision are set like an 80s TV show, a really old 80s TV show, sitcom, where they're in a house. The house is just like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, something like that, where it's just the front section, you never see their backside, there's an audience laughing and clapping and stuff like that. It's really confusing, but it's a good kind of confusing, because there's a part of your brain where you're sitting there going, what's going on? Like, how is any of this happening? As these 2 episodes progressed, it was very obvious that something deeper was happening with these characters. Now, in terms of finding out what has happened to these characters, we don't really learn much, but it does give us a little bit to make theories about. And I'll get to theories in a second. But first, the acting. The acting in these 2 episodes are strange, but they're meant to be strange. They're set in an 80s sitcom, so it looks like they're purposefully acting strange, like purposely acting like actors in the 80s doing a sitcom. It's very weird, and it has that very weird sitcom-y humor where it's like, oh dear, I just dropped the plate and shit like that. It's really weird. And the setting in this is actually kind of interesting. I like how it's set up, the sitcom sort of look, the hometown where they've made their home. It's nice and it's pleasant. Coming off of Infinity War and Endgame, even Spider-Man Far From Home, it's very new and it's very laid back. There's really not that much to say when it comes to these 2 episodes, because not that much happens apart from Vision getting drunk from chewing gum. Another thing I'll say, it's very interesting how Wanda's powers work. Like, I always just assumed that she was able to move things with her mind, but I never thought that her abilities was straight up magic. I didn't know that she could just make things appear out of thin air. It's never been shown before. I'm happy to believe it. I've just never seen it thus far. Another thing that I do like is it's very small and it's very nitpicky, but based on Infinity War, Endgame, and Spider-Man Far From Home, I was really hoping they weren't going to continue doing this. Is with the opening crawl, like the Marvel logo that comes up, I was really hoping that they would go back to the little theme that they started to use in, I believe it was Doctor Strange, where it was like the dun 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 and all that. I just enjoyed that. It felt very, very iconic, sort of like the Justice League intro for the Justice League TV show, like how they're walking at the screen, and it felt very Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I liked that, but I didn't like in Endgame and Infinity War, even Far From Home, where they were using like a song to go with that, and it just felt wrong. But these 2 episodes do give you something to contemplate. Number one, based on the information that has been given to me on these 2 episodes, I could be wrong, but it's fun to theorize. Anytime in these 2 episodes where something has happened that has either tried to push for answers, tried to give us something new about what has been going on, it almost seems like it's Wanda that's actually holding them back. In the first episode, Vision's boss was asking him about like their home life, where they got married, why they were here, and he kept pushing, and he was like, come on, tell me the answers, goddammit, tell me! He starts choking, and the way the scene progresses, or the way the scene pans out, it almost looks like it's Wanda that's choking him, but then at a point she just sort of stops, and then tells Vision to save him. That was strange, and I was like, okay. And then in the second episode, right at the very end, where this, I guess, some guy, like this guy who is like, what are they called? Beekeepers? He comes out of the sewers or out of a manhole, and then Wanda's like, nope. And then the entire scene just goes back, just rewinds to a moment and then shows Wanda being pregnant. So my theory is, or what I think, is that Wanda has created this entire scenario inside of her head, and somehow she's like controlling it without realizing that she's controlling it, and it's kind of strange, but it feels like that. That's what's happening. It feels like that she's controlling the situation to a certain extent, but she's not fully aware that she's controlling it. But another thing that seems to be happening is that somebody seems to have been taking control of this as well. Like it seems to be in Wanda's mind, but it also seems that somebody has sort of hacked in a way and taken advantage and starting to control it somehow. But these two episodes have intrigued me. I'm actually interested to see what happens next. I wasn't sure what to expect from these Disney TV shows, these MCU TV shows. I'm still not sure what to expect based on these two episodes. Hopefully something good. I'm excited to see the next couple of episodes. I'm excited to see, I'm skeptical about Loki. I'm not sure what to expect from that, but I'm hoping it's good, and I'm hoping I'll enjoy it. So if you guys like what you see here and you want to see more, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.